Hello everybody, it's Dragon, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Whispers in the Woods. At the end of the last episode, I sort of gave you all a choice of which place to go, and, well, I sort of lost track of which places we've already been. I wound up wandering the town trying to figure out where to go and where I've already been, and anyway, only one person voted, and that person voted for the food storage key, because this town is apparently barbaric and the people here like to eat each other because it's based on their religion. Well, that's a stupid religion. Who came up with that, and why did anybody agree with it? Oh, I'm making up this religion, guys. You have to eat each other. I would have said, screw that. I mean, who wants to be part of a religion where you have to eat your child if he gets so much of a cold? But anyway, the one vote was for this food storage key. However, Thanksgiving is a week away, and I think this place would be better off for Thanksgiving. So instead, we're going to use the abandoned key to go into the abandoned house. Building. Whichever. I bet you we're going to be immediately greeted with a cutscene. Yep, there's a person right there. You know, this is a rather pleasant theme for considering the shape of this place. And hey, I thought this place was abandoned. And the music stops again. Jacob, why were we chosen? I really hope there's, no specific house that makes the game end. Because that would kind of suck. Because I don't want to wind up missing any houses. Well, this is a somewhat pleasanter theme than the dungeons we've been in so far. Already we got a journal. Jacob and I are deeply in love. Another love story, huh? But I fear the village's traditions may separate us forever. We are both selected as the innocents. Our attempts to escape the village have been in vain. Well, it can't be that difficult. The door's wide open. Our families have locked us away in our cellars. Which everybody has. Vonwart, you really need to respond to some of these videos, because I still don't know whether it matters whether you leave a dungeon once you reach the bottom of it or not, and I still don't know if there's, any interactive stuff here I should be paying attention to. Oh, there she is. Wait a sec, is this dungeon gonna be over already? It is! Oh, wait a sec. You don't have a wall to break down, do you? Yes. Yes, you do. I hate the breakable walls in RPG Maker 3. They really don't stand out. Is there any other walls? No, I guess not. So this dungeon isn't over already, and it just turned to morning. I didn't realize it was night. Did that change just by walking through here? That'd be pretty funny if it did, but while I was outside, it certainly didn't look like it was nighttime. Kept far away from Jacob, my heart feels heavy, but hope came from within my family. Well, that's good. Empty space. My sister and I were very close. She secretly carried letters from me to Jacob. It was through the letters that Jacob and I made a pact to see each other. I started digging during the night towards Jacob's home. Oh, so that's what the secret tunnel must be. So we're going to wind up going into a different home. Here's a save point. I'm going to save in this separate files this time, because I don't want to risk losing progress again. Pro tip, everyone. If you ever have cookies and milk, do not leave the empty glass of milk unclean, because then you're going to have to use a different glass. I'm a very sloppy person here. I only ever use one bowl for cereal and one glass for drinking. I just rinse them out and reuse them. Don't see any reason to do anything else. As a result though, I have a few dishes that got too dirty and are just sitting unclean. But I have no visitors, so I never have to clean them. What is the next letter in this sequence? A, C, F, H, K... Is it L, M, N, or O? I think this one's going to be pretty obvious. We start for the first letter, we skip a letter to C, we skip 2 letters to F, we skip 1 letter to H, we skip 2 letters to K, so we skip 1 letter to M. Sorry, did I figure that out too easily for you guys? Was I supposed to, hold off on that or something? Let you guys figure it out on your own? Well, from now on, just assume that you need to pause in order to figure it out. That was pretty easy. Of course, with all my yabbering during that, while that question was showing, you probably figured it out anyway. I really hope that wall up there was the only one, and it's only... I assume it is because... The brickable wall, I mean... I assume it's the only one because it was there for story purposes. Although there's probably another wall coming up that it was also for story purposes. Speaking of story purposes, these riddles have gotta be really annoying for the people who just actually lived in this town. I mean, can you imagine coming down to one of these rooms to slaughter somebody and you have to solve a riddle in order to get them down there? Or else you wind up dying. Can you find 3 consecutive even numbers that total 85,008 when multiplied together? What? So we have to, like, take a number and cube it then? Well, they're probably going to give me choices with each one here. Wait, did that just tell me it was right? There's no way. I'm probably gonna die after I get through this one. Don't tell me I actually won. Nothing happened. I was gonna say... Well... 40, 41, 42... 45, 44, 45, 46... 45, 46, 47... Well, I'll be right back and grab my calculator. Alright guys, I hope you figured it out. I figured it out through what I can only assume is lucky intuition. Basically what I did was took the first 3 numbers of that one over there, which was 40, 41, or 42, and divided each of them into 85,008. And it turns out the only one that divides easily into them, or evenly without going into decimals, is 42, which leads to 2024, which means it was as simple as finding out which of these second numbers. Well, first off, we know this is 42, which led to 20,024. So it was a matter of dividing each of these until I came up with the third number as the answer. And let's see, that was divided by 44, I believe. Yep, 44, which leaves 46. And sure enough, that did move back. I would have put a bit of a wait command in there whenever that thing... Do we have to do this again? In Farmer Jackson's hayloft, there are a number of chickens, dogs, and spiders. There are... no, not another one of these. There are twice as many chickens as there are dogs, and there are twice as many spiders as chickens, although there are 680 legs. How many dogs, chickens, and spiders are there? Okay, here's my issue with this one. Well, first off, finishing what I was saying before, I would have left the screen fade out a little longer, so that would have appeared that, yes, that thing did actually slide back. Instead, you saw it was already back there while it was still sliding. Now, my issue with this, like with another certain puzzle I mentioned earlier, you have to scroll through this message over and over again in order to figure out the answer. Well, actually, maybe you don't. Hold on, let's see, how far does this go? Yes, you do have to scroll through this message over and over in order to study the whole message. You should have made it so that the important bits of the question all appeared on the same page. So here's the question one last time. And let's see. How many dogs? 12, 15, or 17? How many chickens? 31, 34, or 39? How many spiders? 62, 65, or 68? It is locked. So obviously that wasn't the answer. I'll let you guys figure that out while I figure it out. Okay guys, I used a bit of logic for this one. First off, in each case, it said that there were twice as many chickens as dogs and twice as many spiders as chickens. So obviously the number is going to have to be able to be doubled. So let's see here. Well, 31 isn't going to get cut in half, nor is 39. Not without you having half of a dog. So the only real answer that it's possible for the chickens is 34. 34 times 2 would be 68. 34 divided in half would be 17. Simple. Here we go. Once again, you did not have it faded out long enough. Save point. And we got another... What? No! See, that's what I was talking about in the last episode. It's really annoying that that thing automatically pops up. I know you can't deal with it, fix it or anything. It's built into RPG Maker 3, but that's still really annoying. I slept during the day and dug through the night. Each day I came closer to Jacob. Well, yeah, I think that entry is pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, if you're going to keep digging towards Jacob, you are obviously going to get closer to Jacob. However, I get the feeling here that somewhere along the way, they got caught and now somebody's a big pile of, whoa, look at all these statues. This cannot be good. Jacob! Shall we never escape our fate? The only way is to eat another's flesh. But they never allow us to leave the basement. Then we are bound by our fate. Who's talking? There is one way. Take me and consume my flesh. I can't. I could never harm you. You must. We could be together forever. I think you have a bit of, your logic is sort of flawed here. I mean, if one person eats the other, who's going to be eating the one person? Are you going to eat yourself? I'm not entirely sure that worked too well, but then again, dogs have been known to gnaw their own legs off. Forever is fading out. I think there's a way to make it so that the text doesn't fade out, but I'm not sure. Free of our bonds, we will be together forever. So I guess he ate himself. Look at all these demon statues. Now hold on a sec. Did they... Well, first off... Whoa, did I see something up there? No, I guess I didn't see something up there, but let me check again. Well, why would I see something up there? You wouldn't be able to have something up there. Okay, so if they wound up digging through the tunnel to each other, where's the other entrance? More than that, if they dug their way to each other, why would there be statues here in this random room under the ground? Appears to be the bones of a woman. And probably the man too. Woohoo! We got the second piece of the mirror. Or is it the third piece? I lost track. There is a gold coin under the bones. Church key. That's a key? Okay, well this time we weren't given a choice whether to leave the place or not. So... Why? Why are you giving us the choice in those other places, but not in this one? Does this mean there was actually a reason to not choose to be warped out of those other places? I don't know, but on the plus side, I know where the church is, so I'm not going to be as lost wandering around circles in town. Are these gallows? Those are gallows. In the tree. You made it look like there's gallows in the tree. That's pretty clever. Alright, so we'll go into the church and then this will be the last place for the episode, I guess. You know, this place looks awfully pleasant considering the theme of the town. Who is that up there? It's a child. Who's gonna feed the hunger? Who's gonna feed the young? Should I reset? I'm gonna reset. Okay, so this is one place that we haven't been to. Obviously, we are going to save the church for last, because for those of you who don't remember, at the very beginning of the game, we saw that little girl in a vision. So, odds are there's going to be a very important plot element if we go in there. So for now, we're going into the hut. Wow, we're starting really close to ghosts this time. And just watch, I bet the music's going to stop. Oh my goodness, can I actually talk to this person? Look at this, I can actually talk to this person. Look, we can actually see this person's face. This person looks like that. And she has a dagger. My baby! She's actually talking to me. I bet she disappears. Yep, she disappears. Too bad you can't make people fall out in RPG Maker... Or fade out in RPG Maker 3. I don't even know why I bothered. Was there a moment there that I couldn't move, or was I just not pressing the button? I guess I wasn't pressing the button. Is there anything in this picture? Nope, just a blurry mess. Oh, and there's the first puzzle right there of this dungeon. Yep, there's a baby down here, alright. Probably got killed. Probably because it had a cold. And so they decided to eat it. Jangled Febrility Marbles Apricot Mayflower Jungle Julienne. Which word comes next? Well, how the heck should I know? Augment, elephant, aldest, juiciest. You know, when I said elephant, I'm really tempted to just have the Burger King guy suddenly appear on screen with a choir singing. Okay, so the answer is augment. I have no idea why. That was like my third guess. Somebody will have to explain that to me because I don't get it. I just noticed we're in the Hunger Rooms. What rooms were we in before? Whoa, that was fast. Bless our village to have given birth to 10 children in such a short time. I bet you none of them will survive the first year. Except maybe 1. Or 2. I fear that I may become unable to feed my family. My husband grows more angry each day. So now instead of journals, we're getting visions as we travel along? Does this loop around? I'm going to assume it loops around. It totally loops around. You know, for that scene with the little girls, I'm guessing because she's singing a tune, because it said that she was singing a tune. No, wait, never mind. The singing tune part was whenever we entered the village. Wait, was that the same tune? Actually, it might have been the same tune. I'm wondering if I should consider actually singing the song whenever that scene actually comes up. Or attempting to sing a song. Maybe I should get some practice at it. Of course, you guys are probably shouting, "No, no, don't you dare sing any songs." So which way should we go here? They probably both lead to different places. Obviously. Wait a sec. Never mind. This is just scenery. If Fred the squirrel, yay, can find one nut in 15 minutes, and Jane the squirrel can find this better not scroll up. Good. Hooray, a furry question. If Fred the squirrel can find one nut in 15 minutes, and Jane the squirrel can find one nut in 12 minutes, how many nuts will they accumulate in a day if they work together? Period instead of a question mark. Bearing in mind that their daughter, Teresa, takes 20 minutes to eat a nut, and she eats all day long. That's one hungry little girl. Too bad RPG Maker 2 doesn't have squirrels. So in this concept of this game, squirrels don't actually exist. So 124, 134, 144, or 154. Good thing I have my calculator at my side. Because heavy math like this, I'm just going to screw up if I try it in my head. I could do it on paper, but I don't have all day. This is a video game. The basic math for this question is simple. It's 15 minutes for one nut in 15 minutes and one nut in 12 minutes. There are 24 hours in a day, which is 60 minutes each, which is 1,440 minutes in a day. And if there's a nut every 15 minutes, that's 96 nuts, plus a nut every 12 minutes, 120. So that's 216 nuts in a day. However, that baby squirrel, I guess, eats one nut every 20 minutes. So simple as, well, that's 72 nuts in a day that the baby squirrel eats. All day long, huh? So she doesn't sleep. But then again, I guess neither do the two squirrels. But anyway, what it essentially comes down to is for 144 nuts. That's still a decent amount. Although, can you imagine a baby squirrel eating 72 nuts in a day? Oh, this is a long tunnel. I bet a secret path would stand out here. The thing with secret paths is, even though there's nothing to make them stand out at face value, if you get up to the wall right at the side, you notice that the secret walls actually have a little... They jut out from the wall just a tad. So it's not like they're completely invisible, but... Well, for a wall like this, it's going to be relatively easy, I assume, to spot a breakable wall, but any other wall where the ground level isn't even anyway, at the edge of the bottom of the wall, where the bottom of the wall isn't even anyway, that's going to get rather tricky. Actually, I wonder if the breakable walls even jut out from the wall or not. I don't know. With this type of dungeon, I mean. There is a number. If it is not a multiple of 4, then it is between 60 and 69. If it is a multiple of 3, it is between 50 and 59. If it is not a multiple of 6, it is between 70 and 79. What is the number? You have too many math questions. You know that? You need more word riddles instead of these math problems. 46, 56, 66, or 76. Well, first off, it can't be 46 because it's not even in between any of the numbers above. So it's either this, this, or this. I think what they're asking for here is they're wanting to find the number that only applies to one of those instances above. So, like 56, for all I know, that is a multiple of 4, it is not a multiple of 3, and it is a multiple of 6. So, it has to be one of these, which applies to at least, well, pretty much just one of the above. Otherwise, the other two wrong answers are not going to apply at all to any of them. Is 56 a multiple of 4? I do believe it is. However... No, wait a sec. No, because 56 isn't between 60 and 69, so it can't be that. Oh, I see. Okay, so we have to look at here. 56 is between 50 and 59. I was looking at this wrong. So, is it a multiple of 3? No, I do not think so. Okay, 60 and 69. Is 66 not a multiple of 4? It is not a multiple of 4. Therefore, I'm just going to assume that's the right answer. I was wrong! Oh, I was way wrong. It is a multiple of 4. No, wait. No, that was what it was said. No, it is a multiple of 4. I think. No. How did I get from 66, 67, 68, 69, 80? See, this is why I said I can't count to save my life. In fact, quite literally, I did not count to save my life. I died just now. Hello everybody, this is Dragon. I have risen from the dead, and I appear to have lost an eye and an arm at this point, and I think I see the bone in my leg. Yeah, I'm a zombie now. We're in the middle of solving this here riddle here. Well, if it's not 56, or 66, or 46, it's probably 76. Because 76 is most definitely not a multiple of 6. I feel so smart. Just watch, just as I become more and more zombie-like, I'm gonna start wanting brains, and which makes no real sense. But I mean, why brains? Is there gonna be like a path in each direction, and we have to choose the right one or die? Yes. One true path leads to the truth. Gee, you think? Are you telling me you're not going to give me any sort of hint which path is the right one? Well, screw you. I'm going to go to the right path, because it is the right path. Well, I heard a baby cry, so it's entirely possible that this was, in fact, the right path. Is there a save point nearby? This looks like the exit. I'm going to assume that it is entirely possible to come back down here if need be, because I want to find out what's in those other rooms. In fact, I'll do that anyway. I mean, it's not like I can get a real game over. Okay, so this first path... Well, this is an event spot, obviously. Okay. So... first off, why did you have two different songs playing there? Obviously, I did in fact actually choose the right path the first time. And it's the same cutscene. Well, what kind of puzzle is this? You tell people, only one path is the correct one, and you give no hints, and you expect us to just guess? That's... No! You do not have all these tricky riddles along the way and then come to this one where you have to take a random guess. No! So let's just go ahead and head down to this correct path where there are apparently a couple plants growing despite there being absolutely no sunlight down here. Is this all we have to eat? Just half a loaf of bread and water, my dear. Oh, so they actually do have other things to eat than each other. It is those mouths. I do not swear. Sorry, folks. It is your fault that I must starve. Ah! I assume that she got hit. You know what I would have done in order to enhance the hitting? I would have moved his photo over towards her. Because you can actually do that in RPG Maker 3. You can have these characters slide across the screen. If those wretched creatures are allowed to eat, then I will eat too. You know, technically speaking, it is your fault that you have all these children. So if you didn't want all these children, why did you continually, I don't know, make children? Hehehe. I guess he's going to eat the babies now. Is there anything in here? Obviously we cannot trigger that again. I guess we're not at the end of this dungeon yet. Nope, here's another stairwell. Oh. Well, this sign's different. Who would hang this up, a sign like this up in here? Actually, who would hang up any of the signs? Unless this is just a riddle. Yes, it's the riddle. Find the right path through the stones. Are we going to have to play guessing games again? We are, aren't we? You are really losing points for creativity here. Okay, that path appears to be the right path. Yep, sure enough. We go the wrong side and we get stabbed with needles. So, is there supposed to be any sort of indication that we're supposed to go to the right of this statue, or is it really just a guessing game? Down the middle, to the left. To the right. No. I am playing a guessing game. You suck. This is the worst puzzle in the game so far. Screw it, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to pick random paths until I get there. I was almost there. What happened, Vonwart? You run out of creativity? Well, I guess you did, considering all the number riddles there are. This is terrible. Hello, save point. I need you now. We got a save point, which means there'll probably be a riddle, I assume. I haven't actually paid attention enough, so I don't know if there's a pattern. I don't know if there's ever a save point that comes right before a cutscene. This loops around, doesn't it? Is it another choose the correct path thing? No, you just go around whichever way you feel like, I guess. These doors are huge. And more pottery that shouldn't be alive. Oh look, there's a feast. You know, I'm really getting the feeling that I should have come down here during Thanksgiving. Hunger rooms. You know what? Why not? We'll stop it here, and next time we'll begin Thanksgiving with a feast on what I assume is going to be the children of those two parents. We'll see you then.